What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black, coming back once again to talk about former Georgia Bulldog linebacker David Pollock, who once again has disrespected the greatest college football coach of all time, my coach, the great one, Nick Saban. Once again, he's going on these podcasts comparing Kirby Smart to Nick Saban when there is no comparison. The fact of the matter is that the great one, Nick Saban, is the greatest college football coach of all time. It has been proven time and time and time again. Jesus. How can this guy continue to put out this false propaganda that Kirby Smart is a better coach than Nick Saban? Because what? They on a win streak. They done won 2 national championships. They finally beat Nick Saban for the first time in 100 damn years. I mean, Jesus, come on now. I just don't understand these former Georgia football players and these former these Georgia Bulldog fans. Matter of fact, I was looking at a podcast last night. Former Georgia Bulldog players say, hey, Alabama beat us. We'll still get in the playoffs, and they won't. And I'm calling bullshit on that because they will not put a one-loss non-conference champion in the playoffs over a one-loss conference champion. Then somebody else say, well, they put a one-loss non-conference champion in the playoff in 2017. Yeah, they did. But they didn't leave out the conference champion, meaning Georgia and Alabama. Georgia was the conference champion. Alabama got the 4th spot as the non-conference champion, one-loss non-conference champion, and they wind up beating Georgia's ass in the national championship. But that ain't got nothing to do with the video. But anyway, David Pollock, y'all remember last season, he was on national TV doing the daggone national championship game, talking about Georgia is the new dynasty and Kirby Smart is the better coach and all this other bullshit. While the great one, Nick Saban, was sitting right there. Nick Saban, being the humble man he is, he didn't say nothing, but I guarantee you, in his mind, he was thinking, I'm going to show you, young buck. All right, and this week, this Saturday, Nick Saban is going to shut David Pollock's mouth. But anyway, just the other day, a couple of days ago, David Pollock, he was on this podcast called Snaps Podcast with former Georgia quarterback Aaron Murray, a loser when it comes to the Alabama Crimson Tide. We was beating the hell out of him back in 2012 SEC Championship. And then he was also on there with former LSU center T-Bob Herbert. We beat the hell out of them back in 2011 in the national championship. They couldn't even score 3 goddamn points. So those 2 guys together, 2 losers when it comes to my Alabama Crimson Tide. So you know why they hate us. So get that out the way. But David Pollock, he want to join the Hater Podcast. That's what I'm calling it. But anyway, and they was talking about Nick Saban, Kirby Smart, and David Pollock had the nerve to say the better coach is clearly Kirby Smart. And he talking about he got evidence. Here's the evidence. They're not going to get penalties. Meaning, Georgia Bulldogs, they're not going to turn the football over. Georgia Bulldogs, they're not going to beat themselves. Georgia Bulldogs, we have seen from Nick Saban in Alabama in the past several years, several now, the discipline that we once saw that was elite of elite has eroded. Penalties is up. Turnovers have been more than consistent. Okay. Anyway, he goes on to say to my people gonna be saying he biased on behalf of his alma mater. So, but it is, he is being biased. But anyway, but Pollock been pretty consistent, boosting up these Georgia Bulldogs to be more than what they are, in my opinion. But anyway, I don't give a damn that they done won 2 back-to-back national champions. They still ain't better than my Alabama Crimson Tide, and I won't never believe it. Plain and damn simple. But anyway, now let's talk about exactly what David Pollock said on this Haters Podcast. You had 3 Alabama haters together talking about my team and my coach, the great one, Nick Saban. They done lost their damn mind. But anyway, the blind leading the blind. 3 idiots together. That's what I'm going to call them. But anyway, let's talk about these penalties. Now, granted, Georgia don't commit too many penalties. The most penalties they done had in a game this season is 6. Okay? Matter of fact, let's go further than that about what he said. When he was talking about for several years, man, we just won a national championship in 2020. Not too many turnovers. Not too many penalties was being committed in 2020. Now, 2021, 2022, yes. But 2 years is not several years. If he want to say 2 years is several years, well, if that's the case, Georgia done won several national championships. When we all know that's not the damn case. I'm just putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Georgia, yeah, they don't commit too many penalties. Like I said, 6 penalties is the most they committed in a game this season. I believe that was against Kentucky. I believe I got it. Yeah, 6 penalties against Kentucky. Every other game, 5 or less. Okay? But anyway, they ranked 14th in penalties. Out of 132 teams, 133 teams, that's not bad. All right? They only commit 4.3 penalties per game, while Alabama, we commit 6.3 penalties per game, and we'll rank 83rd in penalties. So we're not doing too good, all right? But 6.3 penalties per game is a long way from last year into 2021 season, okay? But this year against Texas, against Texas, we committed 10 penalties, and against Texas A&M, we committed 14. So it is what it is. And yes, I believe penalties. We beat ourselves against Texas. Penalties took 2 touchdowns off the board, and we lost by 10. So, hey, it's all good. But that was a long time ago. That's in the past. And now, when he talk about turnovers, our turnovers is more than consistent. Well, in 2023, Mr. David Pollock, your Georgia Bulldogs has committed more turnovers than my Alabama Crimson Tide. And as a matter of fact, your Georgia Bulldogs has committed 12 turnovers this season. 6 interceptions and 6 lost fumbles, while my Crimson Tide has only committed 10 turnovers this season. 6 interceptions and 4 lost fumbles. Just putting it out there. So, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, we commit more penalties, 2 more penalties than y'all, but y'all done gave up more turnovers than us. Get it right. Anyway, again, your Georgia Bulldogs has committed more turnovers than my Alabama Crimson Tide. So, if you're going to put something out there, make sure you tell what your team is doing also. Okay? Don't put the half truth out there. Tell the whole truth. Yeah, Alabama commit more penalties than Georgia, but Georgia commit more turnovers than Alabama. Put it out there. That's all I'm saying. And as far as Kirby daggone Smart, he is in no way, no how a better coach than Nick Saban. And I'm talking about right now. You done lost your daggone mind. I don't care that y'all done won 2 national championships back to back. You're taking the easy road. That's what y'all do down there in Athens. The easy road. Well, guess what? Saturday, it won't be so easy, because my Alabama Crimson Tide going to come to Atlanta and spoil your hopes and dreams in OKB. Will be basking in your misery, Mr. David Pollock. And I guarantee you, when my Alabama Crimson Tide beat the brakes off Kirby Smart and your Georgia Bulldogs, you'll probably be saying the same tune, but you will also be doing the same thing every other Georgia Bulldog fan gonna be doing, making damn excuses. All you're gonna be saying, well, we still broke your win streak. Well, we still back to back. Say what the hell you want to say, but make sure you put in there Alabama whoop y'all ass for another SEC championship, and make sure you put in there that Georgia has failed to beat my Alabama Crimson Tide in Atlanta. Make sure you tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, baby. Don't tell half truth now like you did on this Haters podcast that you went on. Don't tell half truth. Okay, so I'm just saying. And you know, if you know what's good for you and them Georgia Bulldogs, Mr. David Pollock, you'll stop disrespecting the greatest coach in all of college football history. And that's my coach, the great one, Nick Saban, the commander in chief of my Alabama Crimson Tide, baby. The best college football team in college football history. Roll damn